Hi, my name is Dean, and I am a senior.
Walter Ford, I'm a teacher on campus.
I'm Jenna Russell, and I'm a senior.
Carrie Roop, and I'm a teacher on campus.
Calvin Pratt-Lee, and I'm a junior.
I ignore my problems to make sure others are happy. I just feel like other people come before me.
I think everyone kind of goes through that, like putting others first before yourself, and it's very easy to do that, I think, because you want to please everyone and you want approval from everybody, but what you have to realize is that you are also important, not just everyone else.
There's nothing wrong with that, but just make sure that you find the time to take care of yourself. Even as adults, going around trying to take care and put out every little fire, but you're burning yourself out.
I won't speak up for myself or for fear of maybe upsetting someone or making them mad, but all the while I'm not okay. If that person's really truly going to be angry with you, then you might need to revisit that relationship and see how much they truly are your friend or care about you.
There's a difference between someone like being there for you and you being there for someone, and then someone using you. You should look out for them and yourself if that's what you truly want to do, but don't let them abuse how you feel and how you do things.
I remember my mom telling me stories of when I was a kid and my dad would come home drunk and start screaming at me and my mom, and we would have to hide from him. My freshman year, he got drunk one night at a time when I was extremely depressed and then said a couple horrible things like me growing up to be a deadbeat and a loser. I always have acted overly positive to hide the pain.
When I was a lot younger, my mom used to verbally and physically abuse me. So I've dealt with depression most of my life, and I still struggle with it now. And I get the overcompensating so people think you're happy, which I do all the time. Because it's crazy, because just a couple weeks ago, a girl told me, "How are you so positive? You're always the happiest kid in the classroom." I feel you need to let yourself feel the hurt sometimes. Don't let it consume you, but feel it.
My mom she hates it when I call it this, but verbally abusive. And I know I have to catch myself in the things that come out of my mouth sometimes because I was raised that way. And I'll never forget the day she told me I was pathetic. And it was over a really stupid thing. And it took a while to get past. People will say, well, they're just words, but it takes a while to get past that. And I think the way the defense I developed was this self-deprecating sense of humor. I'll say what's wrong with me before somebody else can tell me what's wrong with me, or I will make fun of myself so that you know that if you make fun of me, it won't hurt me because I already know that about myself.
For my dad, I would say he overreacts too much. He'll get mad at the littlest things and he'll take it too far with what he says to me. He'll get really mad over the littlest things, really stupid things. He'll be like, yeah, I wish I never had you. He almost kicked me out of a car and made me walk home. He gets mad easily, and then he'll switch to be the nicest guy you could ever meet.
My father was physically and verbally abusive, but he was a former soldier, Vietnam vet, and so it was real PTSD before it was labeled as such. But one of the things I can say is there's always an outlet. I had to figure things out on my own, but nowadays there's a way to access your resources and really talk to people. There's folks out there who's willing to help, and a lot of times, it's just getting it off your chest. A lot of us hold it in and it starts to fester like a disease, and then you start to believe and you buy in, and you're the jinx and you're everything that they're saying, self-fulfilling prophecies almost. But for as much negative you're hearing, if you can find some ways to get some positive reinforcement and how to deal with things, that'll be a great start.
Sometimes a lot of times we feel alone. We feel that this is just, I guess, out of our hands, but just know that there are people out there who are going through the same thing as you, and what you need to do is try to find your own community and make sure to talk and get help, and also allow yourself to heal.
If this life is one act, why do we lay all these traps? We put them right in our path when we just wanna be free. I will not waste my days making up all kinds of ways to worry about all the things that will not happen to me. So I just let go of what I know I don't know, and I know I only do this by living in the moment, living my life easy and breezy, the peace of my mind.